so today's video is a different video because I'm looking super crazy at this moment because I have two makeup looks, and thanks to these two ladies here. And let me introduce these two beautiful, gorgeous ladies. This is Devina and this is Naduni.
Hi.
Most of you, I'm quite sure you know these two girls. They are from Colourpop.lk. So just explain them what you do.
Oh, so basically we bring down Colourpop USA products here and make it very accessible to everyone here, because that's like the main thing that we see lacking in Sri Lanka is having makeup accessible, easily accessible to everyone.
Yes.
And that is affordable as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
And most of you guys have been asking me after the review videos how you can purchase these products. So I thought, why not get these two ladies here and show you what are the products that are available in Sri Lanka, and also to create two different looks with this product range. So let's go ahead and see how all this happened.
So she already has her skin already prepped with a little bit of moisturizer. So I'm going to go in with the All-Star Matte Primer.
So it's just basically applied all over the face. You just take a little bit, not too much, because otherwise it will dry your skin. Yeah, she will show how it's applied.
So I'm going to just put it in the areas that she has a little bit of texture. I'm not going to apply it onto the entire face. Putting it around the nose, kind of in the T-zone. So the T-zone will kind of be on the forehead and then going down the nose, and then also on her cheeks just a little bit, because we do have a little bit of texture issues there.
Let's hope you do a good job.
Yeah. This is our first video.
Yeah.
Okay. So next, we're gonna move on to foundation. So we're gonna use the Colourpop No Filter Foundation, and she is the shade Medium Dark 115. And we're using a beauty blender as well. So I'm going to apply that onto the back of my hands. I actually apply that onto the back of my hands.
So taking about 2 cups.
Yeah. And I like to kind of just like spread it, just so I have a little better surface to work.
She's using different methods altogether.
Yeah. This is kind of like, I don't know. I like to have like a more of a natural look, but with base and stuff.
Yes. Okay.
I just like to have a nice canvas and then kind of
work on it. Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
But sometimes I do this the other way around. I do my eye makeup first and then I do my foundation, because like some products we get like fallouts and everything. Then after mastering all this foundation and everything, it's very difficult.
You know, that's a good part about the Colourpop eyeshadows, because not much fallout.
True. That's why I really love those like eyeshadow colors.
So I'm just blending that. And I know it might look a little bit light on her, but we're gonna warm up the face.
Yeah. Anyway, foundation has to be a slightly light.
Especially because of the Sri Lankan weather, because of the humidity level, it always becomes darker.
Yeah.
So it's always better for someone to take one shade lighter and then, you know,
go for a dark.
Yeah.
Because it's easier to like warm up the face if it's a little bit lighter. If you have a dark foundation, it's so much more harder to brighten up the face. You end up putting so much product onto your face, and you just end up like caking it onto you.
So what do you recommend for Sri Lankan skin? Because most of the people ask me this question, like what are the shades that we can get and what shade suits me? So how do you deal with this problem? Because I'm quite sure you get that.
Yeah. At least we get about 3 or 4 times a day we get that question.
Yes.
How do we select our foundation shade?
Yeah.
So we just ask them to send us a clear picture of themselves in natural lighting.
Switch sides with you if you don't
mind. Yeah, in natural lighting as well, so that we can help them to choose the correct foundation. So far, fingers crossed, it has been good, the recommendations that we have given.
Okay.
Because normally we are in between the ranges of 90 to to 165 in terms of the foundation numbers.
Okay.
So yeah, depending
So
on
what is the most fast moving, Sri Lanka, like medium tan foundation shade?
I think 120, which is my
120?
shade.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
120 and 100, around those.
Oh.
100, 110 and 120, those are very common.
Okay.
And then a bit deeper skin tones, it will go up to like 155, 165.
Okay, so what is the most, the common shade that like is the most fast moving shade for Sri Lankan or the Asian tan olive skin tone?
Yeah. So basically, first of all, we have to think of the tone, whether it's warm tone or cool tone.
Yeah.
And mainly for our skin tones, it's the warm
Warm,
tones.
yeah.
Yeah. So in between these shades, there are like, for example, from 90, 95, 100, 105, like that it goes.
Yeah.
So there are some shades which are warm tones, some
Yeah.
shades which are.
I had the same problem because
Yeah.
I was very much confused, like, okay, which one is the warm tone one and
I guess Colourpop USA, they have made it very easy for us with their descriptions, the shade descriptions in their
Yes.
website. So they have clearly mentioned whether it's cool tone or warm tone, golden yellow, olive, like a peachy. They have given a very good description of this foundation.
So what about this foundation? What sort of a foundation is this? So 115.
Yeah, 115 is actually like a neutral tone. It's not a warm tone.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what it is.
More of an olive?
Yeah, like a neutral
olive,
olive tone.
Oh.
Yeah. What I use is 120, which is a little darker than this and more golden.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I did was have her entire face with a little bit of foundation, not too much. And then I also brought it down to her neck. You do need to carry that down the neck to just blend. So you don't want just having foundation on the face and not missing out on the neck. Yeah. It's really noticeable if you don't blend it. Like if you also have like more of a, if your ears are a little bit more lighter and stuff, go ahead and like carry it on to your ears as well. But for the most part, I think I'm okay with the ears. Yeah. Okay. So next we can go with the concealer. Yeah.
This is actually a foundation stick, right?
Yeah.
So we use a little bit more of the darker shades to kind of contour. And we're both really into cream products, so using a cream product, it looks a little bit more natural. You won't have like more of the harsh line onto the contour cheeks.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and this shade is dark 167W. So W means warm. So these foundation sticks have mentioned that it's warm tone or cool tone. So
you always want to do your contour, if you don't mind turning that way, a little bit so you kind of see where her contour angle is. You always want to put it a little bit above, and then when you're blending it out, you're going to blend it upwards so you're not carrying it too far down, so that it makes the contour look a little bit more natural and a little bit more even.
So what if I go out like this?
It's like more of like you're going to like a dance party or something.
Or else for a Halloween party with all this, what is it? Sugar face, right?
Yeah. Like a good Halloween makeup.
I also like to contour the jawline.
Yeah, I love that,
especially
true.
if your face is very curvy.
Yeah, true.
And then if you want to put a little bit onto the neck, kind of bringing it down a little bit, and then let's supposed to put it here, and then she has a very pretty chin, so let's highlight her chin a little bit. Yeah, contour that a little bit. There
we go. Okay. It's like getting a massage. Face massage. Yep. So just keep in mind that we are blending upwards towards her eye. If you do it downwards, you're going to bring the contour shade a little bit down, so it kind of makes her face actually look a little bit more lighter. LB is a little bit more quicker than this than mine. Yep. She's like tack 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 tack. Yeah.
So quick even mornings, like at the high show.
Yeah. I've seen your stories, By the way, guys, just check Colourpop.lk Instagram page because both of these girls are doing an amazing job. They're doing some nice makeup look tutorials. I have seen you doing some stories. So yeah, just stay tuned.
Sun-kissed look.
I'm going to go with the shade medium dark 36 for concealing. Mainly this is used, we use this to highlight the under eyes, maybe the high points.
This concealer is like really recommended by most of the YouTubers, like even the international ones.
Because it's so affordable and it's so pigmented.
Yes.
You can kind of like, for a lot of people actually use it as foundation in general.
Yes.
It's either like you can make it full coverage, medium coverage. What I like to do if I'm looking for something a little bit more natural is that I put it onto the back of my hands and I mix it with a drop of facial oil.
Oh, okay.
And that will kind of make it into more
okay.
of like
It's like a mixed
natural.
medium. You just okay, thin it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Always important to use a bit of a lighter shade under eyes to brighten it up. Another thing that we love to use concealer is as like a primer for your eyelid.
That will cancel out the your eyelid, natural eyelid tones, and it kind of like leaves a more of a canvas. So your colors will appear a little bit more pigmented when you apply the shadows.
You can either use your fingers or a beauty blender. So she uses a beauty blender.
And LB is going to use her fingers.
Yes.
But in a way, this is good because two techniques are demonstrated in one video.
Yes. You can see how easily it blended in your skin.
And how it like cancel out her natural, her already like a little bit of. So now we have a perfectly even canvas to work with when it comes to the shadows.
Yeah. So we're going to.
She's the best example because you can see her face and she is maintaining beautiful.
Yes. Thank you.
So moving on, we're going to go ahead with the banana setting powder. So
Back to the makeup.
Back to makeup.
Not used to this thing, I also like to do a little bit on the freckles.
It kind of
My nose
highlighting
gets,
it.
yeah, and my nose gets very obvious. I really like doing that technique because it kind of
it cuts down your face very nicely because it just gives some boost to the contour that you guys did. So
Sure. Alright, so I guess we can go with the eye looks. So we thought of doing two different eye looks to kind of replicate our personalities. So we would be doing
more natural, of course.
Yeah, I'll be doing a little bit bold. So let's see how it goes. It's gonna look a little crazy.
Look a little bit crazy, but
maybe we can show it two sides.
Yeah. And they'll be learning like two different techniques and two looks.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So I'm probably gonna work with about 3 different palettes. I might mostly stick to the You Had Me at Hello palette. This is my go-to palette. Whenever I'm looking for a natural eye look, I kind of go with this. And then Dream Street is pretty much a staple for anyone in Colourpop. We pretty much, whoever we sell to, they always end up buying a Dream Street. It has a nice, it has your nudes, a little bit of color. And then Dava and Trotter is going to be like nudes, hands down. So most of the shades in here is going to be like a little bit more matte. So I'm probably going to end up using those in the crease area.
So I'll be sticking to these two palettes. I love these two because you can create so many looks.
I've seen those too.
It's so like fun to stare at.
And she is like obsessed with these two palettes. I kind of figured it out.
Yeah, so this is the Soul palette. It has a lot of warm tones and also like sunny, island vibes, beach kind,
island girls.
And the Mar palette is.
Do you want me to hold?
Yes.
Or to open?
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, and the Mar palette has these gorgeous blues, and yeah, that's why I love this palette because you can create a very unique eye look with these blue shades. Yeah, so I'm just gonna mix and match and see how it goes and use both the palettes.
I love this palette though.
Yeah,
It's
this is like
nice,
very good for every day. Right now I'm just wearing this palette, only this palette. So yeah, you can just create a lot of everyday kind of looks with this one.
Yeah, true.
I'm just gonna kind of like basically put all one matte shade onto her lids, kind of just set a little bit of concealer down. And so I'm gonna go in with the Double Entendre palette, and let's see, what shade is this? Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this shade down here, and I'm gonna put that all over her eyelid.
Alright, so I'm just gonna go a little bit lighter because I'm gonna go for a bit of a darker eye look.
And I'm going to put a little bit of this one right here to make that a little bit lighter as well. You always want to tap off the excess when you're using these powders, because they have a little bit of fallout, not too much. But since they're so pigmented, you do get a little bit extra onto your brushes. Who's a little bit more gentle? Elke's like, yeah,
Can we get this?
she'll be done with her eye look in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, they'll be like,
Okay. And use like a brownish, like orange brown shade.
And now I just picked up the You Have Me at Hello palette, and I'm going to go in with this brown down here and kind of top off the excess and put that onto her crease. So for our OG followers, people would know that I had pink hair for about 2 years.
oh yeah, I saw
So for me, I kind of really enjoy using pink in my eye looks and onto my face as well. So most of my eye shades will always be a little bit more in the pink hues.
I'm going with the brown palette now. These are super pigmented. Like, I just tap it and look at the brush. It's like impossible.
So going in with the You Have Me Hello palette again, I'm taking this little pink shade right here. So it has a little bit more of its pink with a little bit more of the gold speckles. And we're gonna apply that onto the entire lid. Like butter.
Yeah.
So we also use the concealers to cut the crease. So we use a small shader brush from Colourpop to do that. I love this brush because it's so easy.
Yeah. I can just feel when you glide, I can just feel it.
And now I'm going with the Dream Street and taking Shooting Star up in the corner to kind of blend the crease. Oh, LV really has very dramatic look.
Kind of like that.
Yeah. So sometimes I kind of forget to do this because
So I'm going to kind of deepen up the crease area, and I'm going to go with
so you're doing half cut I mean cut crease, right?
Yeah, something like that. I just like to experiment.
So how did you start this up? You know, how did you come up with this idea, like to create Colourpop.lk and bring down products here? How did you start this thing?
First of all, how I got introduced to the brand was through PB. Obviously, when we were working together, and she's not working; she's just browsing away. So she was looking at some website, and I'm just looking at her. What is she doing all this time? Just looking at listings. I'm like, what is that? And then she says, oh, this is this new brand in US that they just started up. It's Colourpop. And I was like, okay, next time you order for yourself, just order one or two for me. And then I just immediately fell in love as soon as I tried it.
Sure.
It was just amazing. Alright, so I just want to quickly also show the brow pencils. These are amazing.
Oh, okay.
Because on one side it has very positioned brow tip as well, and on the other side it has spool, which makes it very, very easy and convenient.
So small,
Yeah, so small so you can make really nice strokes.
So this is called the Precision Brow Pencil. There's also a Brow Boss Pencil, which has a bit of a thicker tip, but I like this one because it's more precise.
Okay.
So this shade is Vanilla Brunette. Should I go ahead with the... because she has really nice brows, I'm not gonna do too much. It's kind of filling it in.
Yeah. You know, initially I actually didn't fill my eyebrows, and then people were like, "Oh, you're not doing your eyebrows," and I'm like, "Ah, okay."
See, it's very easy. You just kind of fill it in and then just brush it out from the other side, and it gives a very natural look. It's not harsh at all.
So I'm taking a flat shader shadow brush, and I'm actually going to spritz it with a little bit of water. So what this is going to do is basically make the shadows a little bit more pigmented. I'm going to dab that onto the back of my hand so I don't have too much of it on the brush. And I'm just going to go in with, this is the double entendre palette, and I'm looking to decide which one I'm doing. I'm probably going to go with the lighter one down here. We don't know. Yeah.
Okay, it's okay. If you're not
The shadows work. That's all that matters.
It's a beautiful color though.
So I'm putting that on the very center of her eye. I put it right there, and I'm actually going to just like tap it out with my pinky finger, and then kind of work with it. Putting a little bit more and letting it out with my pinky finger. And that kind of just like highlights, it kind of makes like more of a center.
And I'm also a liquid eyeliner girl, so I'm just going to go ahead with this. Because Colourpop, unfortunately, still does not have it.
So I'm going to go in the inner corner, and I'm putting the, how the You Had Me on Hello palette again, and I'm going in with the shade right here.
I'm like, ah, okay.
Okay, you should finish with that,
Yep.
and then go in with mine. Connect the crease to that. I always, when it comes to like a little pop of color in the middle, I always go back.
Yeah.
I really like to highlight that.
True.
So even though I apply it, like even before I walk out the door, I'll go back and take a little bit more.
Yeah.
And just dab off a little bit. I'll let her do that so then I can just good morning. I don't fill in my eyebrows. I'm fortunate to have.
I did that side. I did both sides.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, I didn't do too much. It was
Okay.
just like to fill it in.
Yeah.
Just this
I was
part.
like looking, I'm just like, is there anything to you?
Yeah, only this part. I just filled it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're just gonna use like a big fluffy powder brush, I guess, to just dust it all out. I mean, usually you wouldn't have it on for this long, but you know, it's okay.
I'm baked.
Bake it like a cake now.
Yes. You have to turn the client to the side so that you can see all the lashes.
We're also getting a lesson. Lesson of how to apply makeup.
Mascara on clients, yeah.
Anymore.
I'm used to doing makeup on other people because I started studying not cosmetology, like beauty therapy and hairdressing when I was 19. And then I feel old.
So I guess we can go with the bronzer. I'm going to use the Rodeo Dry Bronzer. So these come in compact as well as the pans. So why these come in pans is because you can put it to your empty palette. Yeah. So because this is for my personal use, I just don't need a compact, so I can just use it.
Is that a Colourpop brush as well?
No.
Oh, okay.
You don't really need too much contour though.
Yeah.
Really have, yeah. So this is the Just Do It. It has it's a highlighting cheek duo. Here, wait, let me open this.
I love this one. So this is the angled face brush, so it's really easy to apply your blush with, especially because you want to get that like flushed look. So you just go upwards and then that's it. You don't really have to. They also have these really nice super sharp cheek highlighters. They're so creamy.
So I took the Just Do It and I actually used my beauty blender.
So what is the shade?
Okay, you go ahead.
Okay, sorry. And I'm gonna put that above the cheekbones, going down. A little bit more. Ooh. And I'm also gonna kind of go where the eyebrow is and scrunch my beauty blender up a little bit, squeeze it, get more of an angle, and take it up there.
Right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use my fingers because that's like the best way to apply these. So,
And you're enjoying, right?
if you see that, like, I hope the camera catches this because it's just gorgeous.
What is the shade, by the way?
This is called Showtime.
Oh yeah. Yep. They definitely deserve that name.
Yeah. It's like beautiful, pinky, mauve.
So we're most
So
we
we're
are.
almost done, except for the lips.
Yeah.
Yeah. For lips. So I'm gonna go with the nude shade. This is actually our. Oh no, Okay, so I'm actually gonna go with the Luxe lipstick. So Colourpop lippies, there are different ranges. It's really hard to keep up even. So there are liquid ultra mattes, ultra satins, ultra glossy, ultra blotted, so on. So those are liquids only. And then there are sticks, which come in lippy sticks and Luxe lipsticks like these. And these Luxe lipsticks also have different formulas. They have mattes, they have cream finish, and they also have a blotted lip. So, and I guess we're gonna do half and half.
Yeah. So if you can go first, or
I can do the which one should we do? Right. Yeah, they also have lippy pencils, which are really nice. I'm actually wearing just the pencil, so you can see how. Yeah,
really?
they're so creamy.
yeah.
Whoa.
And it's wild nut.
Wild
Wild
nut
nutting. This is like a staple. Like
Yeah.
if someone messages us and we're like, and they want a lip liner, this is a staple for us.
Yeah.
It goes with like red lips, nude lips, pink lips.
No, just the formula itself,
Yeah.
it looks like lipstick.
Yeah,
You can't tell.
so creamy. If you just apply, you can see how easily it's applied. So we're gonna do half and half.
Should look a little bit funny.
I can probably do the same lip liner because it is so versatile. You can use it for any shade. Alright, so go ahead, apply. This is actually a matte finish Luxe lipstick.
It's creamy.
Just like that. It's very creamy and it dries down to matte, so it's nice.
It's very creamy, very pigmented though. And so I'm all about like satin lips. And I also really enjoyed the blotted line. So this is Freaking Crack and it's a ultra satin lip. So it's like almost the same shade.
Oh, the shade.
Yeah.
Really?
It's very similar.
It's very similar.
But I guess you can get an idea of the two formulas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty. So we can do more side and their side.
I'm gonna pause both sides now.
Alright.
Okay, done? Is it?
I guess we're done.
Okay, so for the first time, I'm gonna see my face.
Reveal.
Yes, let me see. Okay, the other side. Whoa, two different looks.
So different, right?
Whoa, so different. This side, it's like natural, day-to-day, sort of this side. I really like because I love all these colors and stuff. Good. So this is the final look. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something new. So hope to do some more videos like this. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Oh yes, thank you so much
Yeah.
for having us. It was amazing. It was such a great experience because we've never put makeup on another person.
Yeah,
Let alone
it's
been
the first.
filmed or even be on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So thank you for asking us to come.
You're welcome. And I enjoyed myself getting a makeup or that actually 2 makeup looks done. So yeah. So hope you enjoyed this video and see you in my next video. Bye bye.
මේ වගේ තවත් වීඩියෝ බලන්න කැමති නම් ඉක්මනටම subscribe button එක click කරලා ඊට එහා පැත්තේ තියෙන bell notification එක